So God has given the instructions about what needs to be done. He's already told Moses who can do what and what's happening. And so the news is getting shared with the people. That's what we're picking up today. So the whole community of Israel left Moses and returned to their tents. All whose hearts were stirred and whose spirits were moved came and brought their sacred offerings to the Lord. They brought all the materials needed for the tabernacle, for the performance of its rituals, and for the sacred garments. Both men and women came, all whose hearts were willing. They brought to the Lord their offerings of gold, brooches, earrings, rings from their fingers, and necklaces. They presented gold objects of every kind as a special offering to the Lord. All those who owned the following items willingly brought them: blue, purple, and scarlet thread, fine linen, goat hair for cloth, tanned ram skins, fine goat skin leather, and all who had silver and bronze objects gave them as a sacred offering to the Lord. And those who had acacia wood brought it for use in the project. All the women who were skilled in sewing and spinning prepared blue and purple and scarlet thread and fine linen cloth. All the women who were willing used their skills to spin the goat hair into yarn. The leaders brought onyx stones and the special gemstones to be set in the ephod and the priest's chest piece. They also brought spices and olive oil for the light, the anointing oil, and the fragrant incense. So the people of Israel, every man and woman who was eager to help in the work the Lord had given them through Moses, brought their gifts and gave them freely to the Lord. Well, friends, what we notice here in this whole context is, when the vision is put forth that God's trying to do something, the people respond. And the ones who respond are those who are willing, who have an open heart and catch the vision from God. One of our accountability questions that I frequently ask the congregation is, are you giving God as He has asked in your time, your talents, and your resources? We notice something specific in here that not everybody gave. Like, they didn't say, hey, can everybody pledge $100, so to speak, in modern terminology, but they gave what they had. So while some people had wealth and they gave some, very high-end expensive items, some people maybe had less to give, and maybe it was just thread. Maybe it was goat skins from their herd or whatever they had. See, the point is they had a willing heart. They listened. They saw what they had. They used their abilities, and they did something all for the glory of God. So I want you to know, I'm not asking you to give an offering right now and go online and give. No, it's not it at all. I'm asking you, as we look at what God's saying, church, today, are you giving of your time, your talents, and your resources as God has asked you to give? It requires everyone to be in on what God is doing, and every item matters. You might think like, well, it's only this. So what does it matter? It matters, especially if the Lord is saying something to you about that specifically. Let's just say, we'll use a tangible thing like money for a minute. Let's just say that it's time to give, and all you have is like a $5 bill in your pocket or something, and the Spirit of God says give. And you think it's only $5. But you see, even the spool of thread mattered in the work of the kingdom. And so I'm telling you that it can be $5. It might be whatever. I don't really care what it is. What God cares is for our heart and our willingness, our openness, receptiveness, and obedience. Let's be that giving church. God bless you.